One of the most frustrating feelings is putting in effort and seeing no proof that it's working. You show up, you try, you make changes, and still nothing seems different. So you start wondering if you're wasting your time, if you're moving in the wrong direction, if the effort even matters. But what if the problem isn't that nothing is changing? What if it's that real progress rarely announces itself? We've been taught to expect progress to be obvious. Clear wins, clear milestones, clear signals that we're on the right path. But most meaningful change doesn't work like that. It happens quietly, internally, before it ever shows up on the surface. So when we look for evidence too early, we assume nothing is happening, even when important shifts are already underway. Before habits change, your responses change. You pause a little longer. You recover a little faster. You return instead of quitting. These changes are subtle, so they're easy to dismiss, but they matter more than visible outcomes, because they mean your system is reorganizing itself. Progress doesn't start with results. It starts with resistance shrinking. This is the phase where most people stop, not because they're incapable, but because the feedback is too quiet. There's effort, but no reward yet. Movement, but no validation. So the mind fills the silence with doubt. If this was working, I'd feel it by now. If I was improving, it would be obvious. But improvement often begins below the level of confidence. Small, repeated actions don't feel powerful in the moment, but they quietly change what feels normal. What once felt heavy becomes manageable. What once required effort becomes routine, not suddenly, gradually. And by the time the results become visible, the work has already been done. This is why progress often feels slow until you look back. If you feel like you're trying without seeing progress, that doesn't mean you're failing. It often means you're in the most important stage, the stage where things are stabilizing, where your reactions are changing, where consistency is forming quietly. This phase isn't exciting, but it's essential. During this stage, your job isn't to evaluate results. It's to reduce friction, make showing up easier, make returning simpler, make quitting slightly less appealing. You don't need proof that it's working. You need patience while it takes hold. Progress rarely feels impressive while it's happening. It feels repetitive. It feels ordinary. It feels quiet. But that's because real change isn't loud. It settles in slowly, until one day you realize something important. You're no longer trying as hard to be who you wanted to become. You're just continuing. And that's how progress actually works.